So what's coming up on the channel today? Yes, we're making chocolate shortbread. That is one of the best recipes out there. I've got to say that, innit? It's mine. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe and please share. And don't forget to check out the description because that is where you're going to find your recipe. So without any ado, let's get straight on with the recipe. And for your recipe, you want 227 grams of salted butter, 113 grams of caster sugar or granulated sugar, 311 grams of plain flour, or you can actually use bread flour, but the low grade type, and a pinch of salt, and 200 grams of chocolate chip. Also, you need a tray that is 22 by 28 centimeters. So all you need to do now is cover it with baking parchment. Press our hands into it, hold it down, and score it with your fingers like that. And this gives you an easy line to roll out your pastry. So you can see the little marks all the way around. That makes it so easy. So you can put your pastry in the middle and then roll it out to the lines, unless you've got a rolling pin that fits the tray. And now you want your mixer. Also, you want your paddle beater. Now this is actually a creamer, and it's actually got an edge on there. Now you want to use this one because it's going to make your mix very light, and that's just what you want. Into the bowl, put your sugar and your butter. It's important to have butter at room temperature. And as you can see, this is not quite room temperature. Take a little bit longer, but it will go down eventually. Now you're gonna mix this until it's nice and light. So when this is white, it's ready. Start on first speed. And then we'll mark him straight up to third speed. Well, that's ready. So I've pre-mixed the chocolate with the flour. We'll just pop that straight into the bowl. Let's try and get it into the bowl, not all over the place. So we just need to mix this on first speed, just so it clears the dough. Less mixing is better than more. And that's it. Remember, with your tray, we have pre-marked the paper. Bit of flour, and just put the dough down. If you want to, you can just make this into a just shape it a little bit if it makes it easier. Take your tray out, move it across a bit. It looks as though it's not square enough, and all we need to do is just roll this out to the lines, trying to keep it as nice and even as you possibly can. And just push that out to make sure it fits. A bit of flour on the top. Just roll it out so it's nice and even. And now that's nicely leveled, all we need to do is dot the top, or like I like to do, I like to put lines on the top. And all I can do is mark this and cut it prior to baking. So I want 10 out of this. I'm going to leave the edges a little bit. Now for cutting, just drop your scraper into some flour. Just makes it easier, and push down hard because obviously you're cutting through chocolate. And that's it. So we'll get that into the oven. Your oven temperature wants to be around about 160 to 180 Celsius in a fan assisted. And we're going to bake this for around about 25 minutes. So we'll get that straight into the oven. Once it comes out of the oven, all we need to do is just sprinkle the top with caster sugar. And remember, when we pre-cut them, all we're going to do is run a knife down through that now whilst they're still warm. Just cut down through the lines like that. Down the center. And just get down to the bottom. Same here. So we'll just let that cool for around about 20 to 30 minutes. So there's your chocolate shortbread. Got a lovely crispy sugar across the top. Then you've got your chocolate chips inside. That is just baked lovely. And that'll be beautiful with a cup of tea. Once again, another easy recipe from the Crazy Baker. I've got lots and lots of these recipes. These are probably the basic ones that I do every day of the week in the bakery. And everything you see on the channel, I take them to work and I sell them. So even if I do something new that I've never done before in my shop, they'll end up in my shop and seeing if I can flog them or not. Because obviously if I was making these up and I didn't have nowhere to go with them, I'd end up making it and I'd be buying all the ingredients, throwing everything, and it would be costing me a fortune. But by taking these to work, selling them, I'm actually covering my costs. So it means that you guys out there don't have to pay for my time. I'm doing it for free for you guys. And if you want to donate, there is a button down there to donate. And anything, I don't mind. It does help towards everything. Running the channel, more recipes, you name it. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe and please share. And don't forget to check out the description, because down there you will find the recipe and lots of playlists. And if I've made a brand new video, it goes straight into the playlist before I even load it. And we'll see you again very shortly on the Crazy Baker channel. Laters!